JNNC Technologies Pvt Ltd Software Training Institute in Visakhapatnam.
Understanding what the browser does with our JavaScript code is very important. It gives us a tremendous understanding as web developers to really get under the hood and discover what happens with our JavaScript. So very briefly, all languages, no matter what programming language it is in a human readable format. This is the syntax of the language. This is for us, the programmers. However, your computer cannot understand this. All it can understand is what's called bytecode, or ones and zeros. So now let's understand the browser a little more. With each application that you have, most of the time it's made up of lots of little different applications that control certain aspects of the program. It looks like one program, but it's actually made up of many different programs. So, for example, the browser has three main programs that we're interested in. The first program is the DOM interpreter. This will take your hypertext markup language document, or HTML document, and convert that and display it in the browser. Next, we have another small program that is part of the browser, which is the CSS interpreter. This will take your CSS code and style the page and make it look nice. And then finally, we have another little mini program called the JavaScript engine. Now, this JavaScript engine program can go by different names in different browsers, but they're just code names. They're just names for the JavaScript engine of that browser. For example, Firefox has SpiderMonkey, Google Chrome has the V8 engine, Safari has Nitro, and IE has Chikara. So it doesn't really matter what the program is called, it's a JavaScript engine, and its sole job is to take the JavaScript files that are downloaded from the web server and interpret them and compile them into bytecode that can be run on the user's computer. This is why we call it client-side, because everything is being downloaded to the client's computer and is being interpreted on the client's computer. Whether it be HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, it's being interpreted on the client side, on their computer. So these three major mini programs are called just-in-time compilers, or JIT compilers. So that simply means that the source code that's downloaded onto the computer is compiled in real time from when the file is successfully downloaded and then is compiled on the user's computer. So again, it just converts it to bytecode so it can be displayed. So all it is a JIT compiler, or JIT compilers in this case, because we have a HTML interpreter, a CSS interpreter, and a JavaScript interpreter or JavaScript engine. So that's all that's happening with the browser. So hopefully that gives you a bit more understanding of what happens with your JavaScript. Please do note though, however, that when the user downloads your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files, they are in human readable format, so anybody can look at the source code. However, this is the whole point of the web, that it's open, it's flexible, and it's expandable. So there's no way of actually stopping somebody from looking at the source code. And to be honest with you, I've learned a lot by looking at other people's source code. So by the web being open and having the just-in-time compilers across many different platforms, we're allowing the native browsers to take care of the compilation process, and we are just simply delivering the file that will be interpreted.